Good morning, or not good afternoon. Sorry about that. Welcome to This Day in History, aka TDH. This show is about what happened to date throughout the annals of recorded history. Join us as we delve into yesteryear and as traffic passes us by. Not only for interesting and
I'm
important
sorry
happenings,
about
but to
that.
possibly even answer questions you don't know you have. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History. What happened today in history?
On thisday.com.
And historical calendar. For links to those sources, the music in the background, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Am I playing my background music right now? Yes, I am.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Anyway, I am Xander.
I am the lovely who is Alice coming in on a Monday special.
Yes. And you, of course, viewer, are you. Today is Moon's Day, aka Monday, August 28th, 2023. So let's jump into the history today, shall we? Do you want to start us off in 475?
I would, but I hear oncoming traffic, so you start us.
All right, as we said, 475, Roman general Orestes forced Western Roman Emperor Julius Nepos to flee his capital city of Ravenna, which is now seen as the end of the Roman Empire in the West. Whoa. Why is that not highlighted? Like, what the hell?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Gotta love interwebs.
And we got another end of the Western Roman Empire here just 1 year later. 476, Orestes, father of Emperor Romulus Augustulus, was captured and executed by Odoacer and his followers. Wow. The last Western Roman Emperor abdicates the crown in favor of the barbarian king Odoacer. Just
Damn.
get wrecked. Then we're going to jump on up into 1189. We have the Third Crusade. The Crusaders began the siege of Acre under the sky of Lusignan. Huh.
What?
What?
Oh. I was saying what with that. I was like, really? The Third Crusade?
Yeah.
Not the first, not the second, but the third.
Well, there's like 7 or 8 or a lot of crusades actually. So
I know. It's interesting how that kind of works out.
yeah. And then can you take your turn yet, or?
Yeah, I can take a turn here.
All right.
I can do a beret. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Making an Aqua Teen Hunger Force reference. Oh no, I'm sorry. C-Lab 2021.
I was going to say, that sounded more like a C-Lab thing, because I saw more
C-Lab.
Aqua Teen than C-Lab, and I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was mixing them up. Those are like my two favorites.
Anyway, what happened in 1207?
1207. Yeah. We can talk about that another time, and another day, and another place. We got King John's Liverpool Charter. This happened in 1207. King John of England grants small town of Liverpool a charter, the right to elect a mayor and an alderman. Oh, well, there you go.
Isn't that where the Beatles?
King John.
Isn't that where the Beatles were in Liverpool? I think.
Yeah, they originate from Liverpool. At least John Lennon and I think Paul McCartney.
So I guess we can say thank you to King John for setting the stage for the Beatles to exist somewhat.
Yeah, the Beatles are awesome.
What else do we got here? We have a war. That's a long war.
Yeah, we got. There's no time for blanking when there's war.
When there's war.
Anyways, yeah. Say it. You like how I?
Yeah. Thank you for censoring yourself. I appreciate that.
I appreciate it too. All right, so we have 1542 here. We have a Turkish-Portuguese war from 1538 to 1557. The Battle of Opa. It sounds like Opa, the way I said that.
I feel like I gotta go to a Greek festival.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Greeks. I wasn't trying to put you into this one here. But the Battle of Wolfa, the Portuguese scattered their leader, Cristavio da Gama, and he's captured, and afterwards he's later executed.
Yikes. And I did the math just now. It was a 19-year war. That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
I know.
Here.
I mean, it's not the first time nor the last time. All things have happened before and will happen again.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think this is my third one. We have in 1609, we have the English explorer Henry Hudson. He discovers and explores the Delaware Bay, which basically he's named after, like the river, the Hudson River is named after him, I believe.
Yes, it is. The Hudson River and the Hudson Bay.
Yep,
or at least the Hudson Bay. I'm not sure if there's a river.
Well, there's a lot of places named after him. Like there's a town called Hudson and Wisconsin.
There's a town called Weed in California.
No, I don't doubt that. We already looked that one up.
Yeah,
we'll have
we
to
did.
talk about that.
There's a town called Swastika in Canada. But anyway, let's move on up to 1619.
Whoa.
We have Ferdinand II elected Holy Roman Emperor, and he ruled until 1637. All right.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah. And then 1655, New Amsterdam, which, if for those who do not know, New Amsterdam was the name of New York before it became New York because it was a Dutch colony. So anyway, New Amsterdam and Peter Stuyvesant barred Jews from military service. Whoa, that's not cool.
Did you say douche? Someone said douche.
No, Jews, like Jewish people.
Oh my god!
Like
my phone cut out in just the right time, where it sounded like you said like the D for douche. I was like, what?
Well,
thanks, phone.
You said it 3 times, so I don't need to say it. Anyway,
nope, you don't have to.
Moving on up to 1777, during the American Revolution. Where'd it go? Here it is. The Battle of Cooch's Bridge took place near Newark, Delaware. The Cooch's Bridge.
That's awesome.
Yikes.
That's cute.
I mean, usually it's the Gooch that is the bridge, but, you know, the Cooch Bridge.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey, it's a body part, you know? Like, what can I say? Jackass.
You're right, you're right.
What can I say? Jackass polluted me. Damn you, Johnny Knoxville and company. Oh.
Oh, okay there, Hank Hill.
Whoa. Anyway, 1789, William Herschel discovered Saturn's moon Enceladus. All right.
Ooh.
And you get a really interesting thing in history here, Miss Alice.
Well, hang on here a second. Let me try. We're just gonna go wee because traffic.
I just realized that I didn't have this on loop.
Okay, so we have 1830, right?
Yeah.
All right. Are you sure you don't want to read this one?
Well, I already took Enceladus, so that's a pretty big one. You know, go for it.
Yeah, all right, fine. I'll take the second good one because I think it's funny. We have a horse race against a train. In 1830, the first American-built locomotive, Tom Thumb. Dude, we used to have gas stations called Tom Thumbs in Minnesota. Side note. Anyway, so it's called the Tom Thumb. It raced a horse-drawn car from Stockton to Stokes Stagecoach Company in Baltimore to Ellicott Mills. Let history record that due to mechanical problems, the horse won.
Yo, a horse beat a train due to a mechanical problem, but still.
You know, animals are more reliable than mechanisms.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, unless you're playing the Oregon Trail.
And no, see, even if you are playing the Oregon Trail, if your train breaks down, if your car breaks down, if your mechanical mode of movement breaks down, that's it. But if your horse breaks down, at least you have food, you know?
Well, but you might lose an oxen, due to
dysentery. Yeah.
Trying to float your raft and go across the river.
Ford the river, yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes you lose oxen, or an oxen breaks a leg,
Well, see, that's why I just said. Why is this lighting up? Okay. I just said that if the oxen breaks down, you have food still. At least you can use the parts.
Yeah. I missed that part right there. That was my own fault. I apologize for that.
Stop apologizing, you bloody Canadian.
I do have to deal with traffic here. But anyways, what's my other one here? Oh gosh.
Yeah, you got a big
gosh,
one here.
Gosh. We have in 1833, we got British abolishes the slave trade here. British Slavery Abolition Act gains royal assent, which means the royal family said yes, I believe.
Yeah. So let's look this up here really quick. So, outlawing the owning, buying, and selling of humans as property throughout his colonies around the world. While this did not free enslaved people in the U.S., it was a source of inspiration and hope for abolitionists. So, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is something I've known for a very long time, is that the British, were the biggest ones to, absolve it.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was actually, ironically enough, British and Americans who also followed suit with it. We're all, a different color of skin, and yet we're still considered,
I have quite a thing or two to say about that article, but for the sake of time, we got to keep going. So
Yeah, let's keep going. So those were my three. It's on to you, my friend.
well, in 1837, of course, you gave this to me because why does this keep lighting up? Fine, like I'll keep you.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
No, this my stupid music player keeps like lighting up like it's getting a notification. It's like stop glowing, you Christmas light. Anyway, 1837, pharmacists John Lee and William Perrins manufactured Worcestershire sauce.
Dude, I love that stuff. It's so good for like marinating steaks.
Ooh, I've never had it. Mainly because every time I try to
really?
say it, my tongue tries to jump away.
Oh my gosh, dude. Worcestershire sauce, there are so many things you can use with that. I mean, it's just another marinade for another meat, and it's delicious.
Alright. 1849, Jewish prisoners were released from Damascus jails. Alright.
Well, that's good.
And then 5 years later, in 1845, Scientific American magazine published its first issue. Pretty cool.
Sir?
1849, Venice under Daniel Manin surrendered to Austrians under Radetzky, having been under siege since July 20th after proclaiming independence. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, this one's really interesting, Alice. Read this. I really wish we had a thumbnail revolving around this.
I can do this one. All right, so in 1859, a geomagnetic storm causes the aurora borealis to shine so brightly that it's seen clearly over parts of USA, Europe, and even as far as Japan.
Wow.
Like, and if you know where Japan's located on the globe, the northern lights, as they call them, for people who don't know the aurora borealis, that going down that south is pretty amazing. I luckily come from not Wisconsin, but Minnesota, there, Xander, and I've been blessed as a child to see many northern lights.
Yeah. But can you imagine being in Japan and seeing that? Like, that's wild.
Dude, that's totally wild. Like, absolutely. Like, I tip my hat off. Like, I wish the whole world could see it sometime, but then
we
that
gotta
means
move on, Alice. We can't have like a several minute long discussion in every single article. We gotta keep going.
Let's keep going. Snap, snap, snap. Let's go.
It's your turn.
My turn again? Oh, yes. Which one am I in? 1861. 1861, we have the American Civil War. The Battle of Fort Hatteras, North Carolina, first combined operation of Union Army and naval results in a Union domination of strategically important North Carolina sounds.
So essentially, the Army and Navy work in conjunction, land and sea, to simultaneously.
Yep.
So
they were working together for a battle, which is actually a good idea to do in the first place. But some people go, "Oh, my sect is better than the other," but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
What's my next one here? 1862. Here we got the Belle Boyd release from Old Capitol Prison in Washington D.C.
So who is Belle Boyd? It was a spy.
Yeah, right?
Oh, her. Belle Boyd, she was a spy. She was a Confederate spy in the American Civil War. She operated from her father's hotel in Fort Royal, Virginia, and provided valuable information to Confederate General Stonewall Jackson in 1862. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow, okay, well, that's why she was in prison. Okay, that explains it. Let's see here, what else do we got? 1867... The United States formally took control of Midway Atoll years after it was sighted and claimed by Captain N.C. Brooks. So
gosh, I remember hearing about that.
Can you imagine, roughly 80 years later, there's going to be, a massive naval battle with aircraft carriers over, Midway?
Yeah.
Hey, we got the first photograph of a tornado in 1884. It was made near Howard, South Dakota. All right.
Yeah, and actually, if you look at the picture there, it looks like there are a couple other
shoots.
Other tornadoes are actually poking out on each side.
Yeah, no, I think they're called shoots. I'm not sure.
No, they're called sisters, or a lot of times you can call them a sister. A lot of times, though, you can call them multiple vortices, depending on.
Well, wouldn't sisters be land connection? This would just be more forming funnels or shoot.
Well,
you know what?
It's the wall clouds producing multiple vortices.
What is a sister tornado? Okay.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, but that's completely formed. Like that's when they officially touch down is when they become a tornado.
Yeah, but
correct?
those were the beginnings of a
Yeah.
potential
Well, would probably
one.
because that's why I was saying like right now, I'm focusing on the now, and I'm not worried about what they might become. I'm saying right now, it looks like shoots. Now I'm no like weather guy, but like, and you know more about tornadoes than I do probably.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, but like you can see like the funnel starting to try to go down. I don't know if they actually landed or not, but yeah, let's move on up anyway.
While that was happening, 1884 as well, Major League Baseball pitcher Mickey Welsh made a record for most consecutive batters struck out to begin a game, striking out the first 9 men he faced. Wow. That's pretty cool.
That is.
Let's get back to you, Alice.
Well, we have in 1898, we have Caleb Brown remains his carbonated soft drink Pepsi Cola.
Renamed it, yeah. So happy birthday, Pepsi, as far as the name is concerned. So
Pepsi Cola had their name brand change.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We also have, in 1907, United Parcel Service is founded by James E. Casey in Seattle, Washington. Isn't that the United States Postal Service now?
No, that's the USPS. The UPS is UPS. Like.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, United. Okay, yep. This is UPS being founded.
Now, when I was researching writing this last night, or whenever I did yesterday, like I came across an epiphany. Do people refer to the headquarters of UPS as Browntown? You know, because like what can Brown do for you? You know, like hey, it's and like these buildings are villages. Like they have all sorts of like amenities and whatnot. So it kind of like functions as a town. So
you do have a point there.
Yeah.
Point.
Yeah, we got another one here for you. Actually,
we do have here for my third 1910, or do you want me to do 1913?
13, yeah, actually.
All right, so we're gonna do a Peace Palace opens in 1913. Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands opens the Peace Palace in Hague, Netherlands, or Hague, Netherlands, as some might pronounce it as, international law administrative building and housing the Permanent Court of Arbitration. Gosh darn it, thank you, big truck right there. Oh my God. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, so arbitration, yeah. Arbitration, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry. You have no control over the people who drive around you with no consideration for what you're trying to do.
Well, no, I'm also sitting outside, but it's also like I have no AC in my place right now. So.
Well, neither do I. Anyway, 1 year later, 1914, during the First World War, we have the Battle of Helgoland Bight in North Sea. British fleet decisively defeated the Germans, causing deaths of almost 800 and another 200 wounded. Wow.
Jeez.
Sea battle. And while that was going on, British General John French ordered civilian evacuations of Amiens, France, as German forces pushed in from Belgium. Yikes. So, the Huns are coming.
Yeah, you might as well just do this one. You gotta do this one too, because it's same day, same year, dude.
Actually, I have two more that are back to back. It's kind of funny.
Just do 1914.
Okay.
Clear it, dude.
1914 as well. World War I. The third day of Battle of Tannenberg near Allenstein, East Prussia, which is present-day Poland. Ooh, that's kind of topical. Violent German versus Russian battles. Ooh, wow.
Whoosh.
Wow. That's interesting.
These things happen. And these are actually 1916.
Yeah, so why don't you take these? Because this is kind of funny. It just happens one after another.
Yeah, so we have same day, same year, 1916. We have German declares war on Romania, and also Italy declares war against Germany.
And how dare you declare war on Romania? We declare war on you! What did the Romanians ever do to you?
It's an interesting one right there. And then 1917, I'm just going to do this one right here. The 10 suffragists arrested as they picket the White House. So the women got arrested for
demanding the right to have a voice and a say in what goes on with the government that controls them. day.
You know, actually, a lot of women also didn't agree with this either.
Yeah.
But at the
Actually,
same time, that's a whole other thing we could actually maybe do for like a special in another show.
Well, why don't we talk
Another
about
time,
this in the
another day.
Kick Peanut, honestly, because it is
Yeah.
wild. Because right now, today, and I've actually met a lot of these people. There's a lot of women who want to surrender their right to vote and go back to the way things were, because of their own beliefs and stuff. And it's just mind-boggling. Why would you surrender your right to vote? But just that just means that's one less thing you have to worry about. At the end of the day, everybody just wants to just live their life.
Why can't we all just get a bong, okay?
A bong? You mean like a tobacco pipe?
Yeah, no, I didn't say it. Whoa, why did you put words in my mouth there, buddy?
I thought you said bong, B-O-N-G.
I did say that. I was just making a play on words joke against you.
Okay.
Ha! Anyways, we should move on up. Anyway, we got more history to talk about here, buddy.
Yes, we do. We have a 1918 treat. Why can't I copy? There we go. Treat speaker suspended for season due to assault on umpire Tom Connolly. Don't assault the umpires. Come on, man. That's not cool.
On, leave. Well, except for that one umpire who denied a false pitch for that guy who almost had a perfect pitch game.
Actually, I think we're going to be coming up to that. I think that's today.
Dude, and actually, the umpire called the wrong thing, and they didn't give reviews back then. I think.
Well, I think we're coming up to because it's kind of familiar. I think we're coming up to something like that. But I'm gonna move on up here. We got where we go? Okay, I did that. 1921, Babe Ruth started a streak of extra base hits in 9 straight games. All right.
Nice.
And in 1922, WEAF in New York City aired the first radio commercial. It was for Queensboro Realty, $100 for 10 minutes. Wow. The first radio advertisement.
$100
wow.
10 minutes back then is kind of pricey.
Yeah. Well, Well, you know what? Let's look it up. $100, 1922. 1922, 100 value. All right. So it'd be $1,819.59 today. Now, with that,
I have
looked up
today.
Cost of 10 minutes radio commercial. Let's see if this is even offered. How much does it cost to put a commercial on radio? Between $200 and $5,000 per week. However, depending widely on your location, you can find places for as low as $5 or as high as $8,000. That is a huge disparity right there. Wow. So,
well, think about how much people put in for commercials for the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's a whole other bag of hammers right there. But let's continue moving on.
We can actually talk about that sometime in the future for the peanut. Honestly,
I'm adding that in right now.
Excellent job there, buddy. Anyway, where are we at now for our history, bud?
Well, my other monitor just froze, so.
Oh no!
I'm trying. Well, then hold on a second. Let me open up a new notepad here. All right. So I was gonna okay. Let's see here. This one here. It's. What was I gonna put in? Oh yeah. Commercials. Super Bowl prices and such. So I will have this be my peanut suggestions for now. Anyway, let's move on up here. We got 1937.
I am sorry for those cars.
That's all right, Alice. I'm going to rattle this off until we get to another decade. So 1924, we have Georgian opposition staged the August Uprising against the Soviet Union. 1937, Toyota Motors became an independent company. Huh.
Yeah. Dude, do you know that Toyota and I think is it Lexus are a mutual entity? I heard.
Say what?
I think Toyota and Lexus are kind of Lexus are the more thriftier, expensive version of Toyota. But
yeah, you're right. Lexus is the luxury line of the Toyota brand. You are correct. So.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to mute myself real quick because I have a big truck coming by here.
Right.
I can hear it.
Moving on up to 1938, we have Mauthausen concentration camp opened in Austria. Ugh. I mean, history is disgusting sometimes. You gotta take the bad with the good. So that's just how the cookie crumbles. 1939, General Bernard Montgomery, aka Monty, became commander of the 3rd Iron Infantry Division. Alright. While that was going on, journalist Kerr Hollingworth observed the quote, large numbers of troops, literally hundreds of tanks, armored cars, and field guns, end quote. Germany had a line along the Polish border. 3 days later, Hitler will invade Poland and World War II will begin. That is correct. It started on September 1st, and that is 3 days from now. So, yeah. I guess it really depends on the time zone you're in the world. Moving on up, 1939 as well, Netherlands mobilized, of course, because of what Germany was doing just there. 1942, transport number 25 departed with French Jews to Nazi Germany. As I said, sometimes history is gross. 1943, Denmark declared a universal strike against Nazi occupiers. That's interesting. What else do we have? 1946, film noir The Killers premiered, directed by Robert Siodmak, starring Burt Lancaster and Ava Gardner, based on a story by Ernest Hemingway. Alright. Let's see here. What else do we have? 1949, riot prevents Paul Robinson from singing near Peekskill, New York. I wonder if he was at the peak of his skill. Well, the world will never know because he couldn't perform because of darn rioters. 1951, the Braves sell pitcher Johnny Sane to the Yankees for $50,000. That sounds like human trafficking. While that was going on, the Pirates... What?
No, can you repeat that last one you said there?
1951, the Braves sell pitcher Johnny Sane to the Yankees for $50,000.
Jeez.
Yeah, 1951.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Yeah. While that was going on, the Pirates snapped the New York Giants' 16-game winning streak.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And,
16-game winning streak?
16-game winning streak, yeah.
Well, that's pretty wicked, though, actually, though. It's a good winning streak.
Yeah, let's get back to you if you can. You can start off with a really interesting one here.
We have in 1952, Germany and Israel reached an accord about recovery payments.
Ah.
Oh. Yeah, that's... And then we also have in 1955, we have the we have two of them. We have, I'll go with the first one, a little light reading here. We got first NFL procession sudden death football. Rams beats the Giants 23-17.
Yeah, preseason.
Damn.
Not procession,
and
Alice.
then also,
Alice, preseason, not procession.
Oh, preseason. I'm sorry. The way
I understand.
On my screen.
You don't need to apologize every half second. I'm just.
No. We also have same day, same year. We have 1955. Chicago black teenager Emmett Till is kidnapped, beaten, and shot dead by white men in Money, Mississippi. His killers are eventually acquitted, but the case helps ignite the U.S. civil rights movement.
Oh my God.
I mean, that just sucks right there.
It's stuff like this that, the movements today have got to understand. It's stuff like this that people these days need to learn that they have it a lot better today than they did back then. Yes, there's still hardships, but stop crying, setting things on fire is not going to solve anything.
Here and there, but, it's not happening like it did.
Yeah.
It's an atrocity.
Well, speaking of civil rights and such, and I'm sorry you're getting some pretty bad ones that one after another, but
gosh darn it. We have 1957. U.S. Senator James Thurmond. He was a representative of South Carolina. Begins a 24-hour filibuster against the Civil Rights Bill.
I think he was a Republican, not a representative. I'm not sure how our government is exactly situated.
No, REP is rep, but it doesn't tell you if he's Republican. It'll say D or R.
You know what? Let's look this up here.
House of Representatives.
You do have a point. Let me look this up here really quick. Former governor of South Carolina, Republican.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I mean, there are assholes everywhere.
Well, rep could be Republican or representative. Either way, it could be right. And with how this source is, we might never know. But let's have you read something nice.
Well, put this on put this down in chat below if you know whether what party he was part of, because I
just looked it up, Alice. Alice, I looked it up. It's right here, Republican Party.
Yeah, well, he's a douche canoe then.
Yeah, he is. Well, anyway, let's have you read a good one here.
All right, I'm going to move to 1958. We have American baseball player Nellie Fox sets record for consecutive games without striking out,
Huh.
which was 98. 98 games, dude.
All right. Is this still going? Oh, I see. So it doesn't. It's not playing. Okay, the background music's just not working today, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Let's
No,
see. Moving on up to 1960, we have White Sox Ted Kluszewski. I almost read that as Ted Kaczynski. Yikes. 3-run home run was disallowed as umpire called time. Was this what you were talking about earlier?
No.
Okay, so this is another incident. But, there was this. So his 3-run home run was disallowed. That's a hit right there.
Yeah, that's done.
1962, we have 55.9 centimeters of rainfall.
I'll be right back. Give me
1962, we have 55.9 centimeters of rainfall at Hackberry, Louisiana. It's a state record. I wonder if it still sits. And for the sake of time, you know what? Actually, hold on a second. You know what? I don't even know how to start searching for that. So if anybody wants to, that's another challenge to the viewer if they wish. Tell us in the comment section below if that is still the state record. We got to move on up though. 62 as well. Dr. Giza D. Kaplady tortured his wife with acid to punish her for supposed infidelity. Wow, that is not cool. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, well, while that was going on, Tony Sheridan and the Beat Brothers, the Beatles, recorded Yeah, Yeah, parts 1 and 2 in Hamburg, Germany. All right. Pretty cool. 1 year later, we got Evergreen Point Floating Bridge connecting Seattle and Bellevue opened. And let's see what this looks like. So, let's see here. Evergreen Point Floating Bridge. Oh, yeah, okay. Floating Bridge, I see. Cool. All right. In 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech addressing the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom Civil Rights March at Lincoln Memorial, Washington, D.C. Wow, this is major. The I Have a Dream speech. Man, I should have done some more in-depth research because I already have it in my script here, but I didn't fully comprehend the gravity of that article. I should have put that into... I'll put that into the tags at least. I Have a Dream. So anyway, moving on up to 1964, the U.S. weather satellite Nimbus 1 was launched, and now I can't stop thinking of Mr. Nimbus from Rick and Morty. He's in my head. Great. Thank you very much, satellite. 1 year later, 1965, we have the first Subway sandwich shop open in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Subway. I wonder if they still do the $5 footlongs. I think that's long gone. So... And while that was happening, Bob Dylan was booed for playing the electric guitar in concert at Forest Hills Tennis Stadium in Queens, New York City. Yes, that was a major thing. These people did not like the electric guitar. They were not electric guitar people, and yeah, I don't remember the exact semantics of that. I really wish Loon was here to talk about it because he probably would know a lot more about that than I ever can. Anyway, 2 years later, in 1967. Boston signed the first free agent outfielder, Ken Harrelson, for a $75,000 bonus. Wow. We're going to move on up another 365 days in 1968. Northern Irish MP. I keep forgetting what MP stands for. Jerry Fitz tabled a House of Commons motion criticizing the Royal Ulster Constabulary at Dungannon. Quote, citizens of Northern Ireland should be allowed the same rights of peaceful demonstration as those in other parts of the United Kingdom, end quote. Yes. See, this is something else, conveniently overlooked in history. It's not just the non-whites who are oppressed. Whites were oppressed too. We're all in this boat. Guys, open up, wake up, open your eyes, figure it out. And then the sooner we can understand each other, the sooner we can work with each other, and the sooner we can make the world better. Stop crying. Yikes. 1970, I'll Be There, single by the Jackson 5 was released. Later received the Billboard Song of the Year, 1970. Alright, yeah, that's a good song. One more year later, the US dollar was allowed to float against the Japanese yen for the first time. I wonder what that means. I'm not an economist, so I don't know what that context is in that language. So if anybody, once again, please tell us in the comment section, what does it mean to float against another? I think, you know what? Let me look it up real quick to see if I can find. What does it mean to float in economics? Float is a duplicate money present in the banking system during the time between a deposit being made in the recipient's account and the money being deducted from the sender's account. It can be used as investable asset, but makes the smallest part of the money supply. Okay, so I think if I'm correct, like if you deposit a check through your bank, then you get a portion of that until it's completely validated, and then you'll get access to all of the money, if I'm correct in saying that. If that's the right analogy. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Anyway, 1972, North Korean shooter Ri Ho-jun won the 50-meter rifle prone event at the Munich Olympics, his nation's first ever Olympic gold medal. And, oh god, the Munich Olympics. Here we go again. We're going to be talking about Israel in a little bit. Not today, but like some point soon. 1972, or 73, Smoke on the Water. Bow, 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 bow. Single by British rock band Deep Purple went gold. And yeah, now I'm remembering that scene in The Simpsons where Marge was hearing that song and realized that Homer was getting high. 1973 as well, Bobby Boris Pickett's song The Monster Mash went gold. And from what I hear, it was a graveyard smash. And also, India and Pakistan signed a POW accord. I believe a prisoner of war accord, maybe? You know, those two are at each other's throats, that is for sure. And we're just stuck in 73, aren't we? We also have Tamla Motown Records release Let's Get It On, the 13th studio album by Marvin Gaye. Alright, you know, all sorts of cool songs happening today. Finally, moving on up out of 73, we're going to move on up to 77 here. Nolan Ryan struck out 300 batters for the 5th straight year. This guy was the GOAT of pitchers. Like, good old Nolan Ryan. Consecutively 100 mile per hour fastballs. That guy was a beast. 1977, and this is like, you know, this like bothered me for half a second. Like, I was reading this and I saw this picture and I'm just like, wait, what does Fidel Castro have to do with baseball? Like, New York Yankee Ron Guidry faced just 28 men and defeated the Texas Rangers 1-0. And once again, like, that is not Fidel Castro, but it almost looks like he's trying to like look like him. He has the mustache, he has the hair, and he has the shirt and the right color. Like, the only thing is that he's smiling, but Fidel sometimes smiles. So, actually, didn't Fidel have a whole beard? I think he did. Yeah, Fidel has a whole beard. So this is like beardless Fidel. So. Anyway, what else do we got here? 1978, Donald Vesco rode a 21-foot-long Kawasaki motorcycle at 318.598 miles per hour. That is a lot of miles per hour. And I looked this up yesterday as well, but I'll just... why does this keep happening to me? So it's essentially like one of these. It's like a tube thing. It's technically a motorcycle because of like design and like descriptions and such. So, but he rode one of these, like at 318 miles an hour. That's pretty quick. Let's see here. 2 years later, 1980, we have the first use of a magnetic resonance imaging (MRI) machine to scan the human body at Aberdeen Royal Infirmary in Scotland. So yeah. Clearly, whoever was behind that wasn't on whiskey. Let's, what else do we got here? 1981, John Hinckley pled innocent in attempt to assassinate U.S. President Ronald Reagan.
Oh, today was the day that Ronald Reagan was shot?
No, it was not, but this is when you pled innocent to being charged from it.
Oh. So, okay, yeah, okay. John Hinckley. Okay, yeah.
The shooting was March 30th of 1981. So, March, April, May, June, July, August, like, it was almost like half a year ago.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, this was, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I had a neighbor who was talking about the
shopping is going on around here. And
is it a good neighbor? Is it State Farm? Are they there for you?
Yes, I guess. I don't know.
Anyway, what else do we got here?
What we have here is, let's read this. We have 1981, the National Centers for Disease Control, the CDC, announces high incidence of pneumocystis and Kaposi's sarcoma in gay men.
Oh. Huh. Well, beep at you too, Car, whoever you are.
Oh no, that's Joe's, my next door neighbor's friend. It has a really beautiful husky whose head was hanging out, saying hi to us. So it was an adorable thing.
What else we got?
What else we have? We have in 1982, Sugar Babies closes at Mark Hellinger Theater in New York City after 1,208 performances.
All right.
And we also have 1982. We have the first gay games are held in San Francisco.
Ah.
There we go.
What else do we got here? 1983, Greg Luzinski was the first player to put 3 home runs onto the roof of Komsky Park. Huh.
Nice.
All right.
Onto the roof?
Yeah, so I guess that guy must have been a really annoying child when he played baseball with his dad in the front yard, always putting crap up on the roof. Go get the football. Go get the baseball. Go get the pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking Bad reference there.
Yeah.
1983 as well. Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin announced his resignation. So I guess you can say this is the beginning of the end. Hold on.
Yeah.
Where's my soundboard? Oh, because his actual last name is Begin, and this is when he's going to be resigning. So beginning of the end. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. What else do we have? Miss Alice, 1983. Ooh.
1983. Let me see here. Give me a second here. We have Joseph Krenschman sets record of 2,215 clay pigeons shot in an hour. Oh my God.
Wow, that's a long time. And I wonder if that record still stands. If anybody actually I can look this up here right now. Most clay pigeons shot in an hour. Let's see here. World record. Dave Miller. So this is somebody else. New Guinness World Record. 3,653 clay targets. So like over 1,000 more than that. But when did this happen? Like, let me go to this actual. This video here, and let me add this into the description notepad real quick for anybody who wants to go here and look at that. This video came out 7 years ago. So, December 15th, 2015. All right. Oh, God, I have more notifications on the communist button. Jeez. Anyway, what else do we have here? 1986. Alice, you get a good one. Ooh.
1986 here, I have American rock singer Tina Turner's star unveiled at Hollywood's Walk of Fame in Hollywood, California.
Good old Tina Turner. Yep.
And she just passed away earlier this year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She did. That's sad. At the age of 83, yeah. May 24th. Wow, that's around the same... You know what? Hold on a second. JFK... No, Kennedy. Kennedy shots... No, not Kennedy. Who is the other one? Whatever. My brain's not working.
Both Kennedys were shot.
No.
Both JFK and Robert.
Reagan shot. Because we were just talking about Reagan getting shot, right? So that's March 30th. May, March. Oh, wow. So she died before the anniversary of that even. So she's even a month farther away than that. I was just curious. Yeah. So.
Curiosity.
Curiosity killed the cat, but the cat has 9 lives. Ooh, Alice. Actually, here, take these two.
Let me see here. I got in 1986, I have the largest wrestling crowd in Canada at 69,300 people at the Toronto Stadium.
That's a lot of people.
Dude, wrestling the rocks, dude.
Yeah.
Same day, same year, the U.S. Navy officer Jerry A. Whitworth sentenced to 365 years for spying.
Whoa, that's like 1 year per day of the year.
Yep. Yeah, that's a little brutal.
And this one is up your alley. So.
Up my alley. Up my alley. I'm not going to say the rest of that because it just sounds gross.
Yikes.
1988, we have 70 killed in a crash of 3 Italian Air Force fighters at air show in Ramstein, Germany.
Whoa. Wow. An air show, Alice. Like, people died at the
I know.
People die at the fair. Like,
Yeah,
Million Ways to Die in the West reference right there. Moving on up to 1989, we have the first regular season matchup of defending Cy Young Award winners. All right. 1989 as well, Frank Viola and the Mets outduel Oral Hershiser and the Dodgers 1-0. Yep, right here.
Damn.
And 1990, Cubs Ryan Sandberg was the first round to, actually no, not that one. Yeah, here we go. Cubs Ryan Sandberg was the first second baseman to hit 30 home runs consecutively. Wow, that is incredible. Consecutive home runs.
Yeah, it happens.
Yep. Alice, let's get back to you. Where did this one go? This is 1990. Here it is. Okay. Speaking of, tornadoes, the first picture of a tornado earlier in the episode, we have this.
Yes, we do. We have in 1990 an F5 strength tornado. I guess, like, if you want to go with nowadays terms, it'd be EF5 for the enhanced Vegeta scale. But it's an F5 tornado, hits Plainfield, Illinois, killing 29 people and injuring 353. There actually is a show where they talk about this one, and people had like live footage of some of it, like on their old camcorders.
Okay, this is weird. They changed this. Like I have this as well. They moved this around, but if you don't mind taking this as well.
No, I don't mind. So we have in 1990 again. We have oh no, that was 89. This is 1999. We have the number 1 seed, Stefan Edberg, loses in the first round to Alex Volkov in one of the biggest
upsets in U.S. Open history. Yeah, that car cut you out at the end right there. You still
Thank
there?
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's move on up to 1992. We have the Brewers beat Blue Jays 22-2 with American League record 31 hits in 9 innings. Wow, that is unfair. They got creamed. 1993.
Dude, that's Wisconsin killing it there.
Hey, we were just talking about this earlier, actually, Alice. 1993, Long Beach, California defeated Panama for Little League World Championship. But we weren't talking about Little League, we were talking about Long Beach. But yeah, like...
Yeah. But Long Beach, Little League, yeah. We're
Little
talking
League
about
World Championship. That's interesting. Oh.
That's cute. And it's Little League, too.
Yeah, and coinciding with, what happened in San Francisco, we also have the first Japanese Gay Pride Parade in 1994.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
All right. And let's get back to you, Miss Alice. Here you go.
No, I saw a Tiger Woods one there. I think it was the beginning of Tiger Woods' career, actually.
Where?
The 1994 94th U.S. Golf Amateur Championship won by Tiger Woods.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't see him because it was a blue name.
Car later.
Yeah.
But, Anyways, 1996, we have the Venice Film Festival. 53rd Venice Festival. Michael Collins, directed by Neil Jordan, wins
the Golden Lion.
And then we also have a 1997 here. Sorry for the cars.
Yeah, she lives
I'm on my
the streets.
phone, so I can't. Yeah, I'm on my phone, and my laptop's not doing the best right now. We have a Belgium amusement park riders were stuck upside down for 90 minutes.
Huh. That's not good.
It's not the first time I've ever heard that happen, where people are stuck upside down.
Yeah, but for 90 minutes, that can probably kill you. Like, because all the blood's pooling into your brain, and it's not circulating, and, really not good.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Anyway,
what else do we have here?
Now, buddy.
Oh, okay. 1998, Pakistan's National Assembly passed a constitutional amendment to make the Quran and Sunnah the supreme law, but the bill was defeated in the Senate. Yeah, like out in that area of the world, religion is the government. How it used to be in Europe. So, well, how it might turn out to be. Actually, we might be going back to that. Then moving on up into 2003, an electricity blackout cut off power to around 500,000 people living in southeast England and brought 60% of London's underground railroad network to a halt. Holy crap. That's a disaster right there.
Well, that is.
Yep.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
No, it's not. Let's see here. 2004, Carlos Tevez scored the winner as Argentina defeated Paraguay 1-0, maintaining an undefeated record to win the men's football gold medal at the Athens Olympics. All right.
Oh, is that Athens, Georgia, right? Isn't there?
I think Athens is in Greece, Alice.
Well, no, there's also an Athens, Georgia, and if it was the Olympics, there was an Athens.
2004 Athens Olympics.
Oh no, that was at 19. That may be in the 90s, 96. I'm sorry.
Let's see, which Athens? Greece.
Oh, okay, so Greece did have it too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They did have it after Georgia. Athens, Georgia got it. Or Atlanta, I guess. Or no, that was Atlanta. I'm sorry. I'm mixing up my stuff.
You're mixing up my stuff.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Stop affecting me with your mixing. I want my martini shaken, Alice, not stirred. Okay?
Darn it. Fine. Will do.
What do we have here in 2007? Oh, this one. Here we go.
We have the Venetian Macau Opens. The Venetian Macau is the second largest casino in the world. Opens in Macau, owned by Las Vegas Sands.
Well, let's check this out. The Venetian Macau. What did I just delete? Oh.
I don't know.
Ooh, this is pretty big. No, that's Vegas. Wait, no, that's Macau. Wow, that looks very much like the Vegas one. Holy. That's pretty sizable.
Is it supposed to be like the same as the other one?
I believe so. I've been in the Venetian in Vegas. I've been to Vegas so many times I can't even count. Like, I've been in practically every casino in there.
So I couldn't tell you.
Like, I've been in Rio. I've been in the Venetian. I've been in Luxor, Circus. You know, the Wynn, all that. Like, I've been all over the place in there. What else do we got here? Ooh, here we go. Your turn, Alice.
I have a British pop rock band, Oasis guitarist Noel Gallagher quits the band, citing inability to be with his own brother Liam. Wow. So this is today in history. Oasis split up.
Yeah. Which is really unfortunate for anybody out in the desert. Now they have nowhere to go.
Dude, I loved that band when I was a kid in the 90s.
Oh, this one's interesting.
Well, we have in 2013, China and Russia walked up the UN Security Council meeting after the U.S. punishes immediate action against Syria's use of chemical weapons.
Yeah. Pushes, Alice, not punishes. Pushes for immediate action against Syria's use of chemical weapons. Like it said punishes. Yeah.
It's right
no,
on
I get your cracked screen, Alice. I understand you have a cracked screen, and sometimes you misread. I'm just reiterating for anybody watching. Pushes.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to correct you, Alice. I'm just letting others know.
I appreciate it.
So, let's see. Moving on up to 2017. English actor Ed Skrein pulled out the role of the movie Hellboy after whitewashing criticism. Oh, God, yeah, here we go about all that. I don't want to get into that in the show. But, yeah. All that crap was going on. Anyway, while that was happening, we have an investigation into German nurse Niels Hogel, serving a life sentence for killing 2 patients, concludes he probably killed another 86. Wow. Yikes. Huh.
Really?
Yeah. And Kenya brought in the world's toughest ban on plastic bags with possible $38,000 fine and 4 years in jail. So if you have a plastic bag, you'll get fined almost $40,000 and 4 years in jail. That they
In
are
Kenya.
way.
Isn't that
Is wow. I thought we had it bad
dude?
out in California.
Isn't that like the state that or the country that a certain U.S. president was supposedly born in?
Yeah, you bring up a good point with that. Yeah, yeah, that's right. We're gonna talk about that upcoming in the Peanut too, this Sunday. Like I saw the video that you posted in Wake Up Alice, the Twitter one.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, anyways, let's move on up.
Yep. I have two more 2017s, and then we'll get to you. We have Matt Vogel made his debut as the voice of Kermit the Frog in Muppet Thought of the Week video. All right. And North Korea launched a missile that flew over Japan. The country's J alert warning system warned people to take cover. Yikes. Huh. And then let's get back to you, Alice. We were talking about Aretha Franklin in a sad way, unfortunately, but still.
Well, Aretha Franklin apparently lies in state. In 2018, Aretha Franklin lies in state at the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History in Detroit in a 24-karat coffin.
Yeah, you know what it means to lie in state, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Dead.
Yeah. Ooh, this one is holy crap.
Well, 24-karat coffin, she deserves it. But someone's gonna eventually find that thousands of years from now and be like, oh.
She must have been like the queen of the world or something.
Yep. And she was a queen. She was a queen of soul.
Yep.
So I don't mind that. Anyways, we got in 2000 sharing from Didi Chijung. She's public apology after a second hitch passenger killed within 3 months.
Yikes.
What the heck does that mean?
So like Uber and such, like ride sharing programs.
Oh, okay.
So that means and Uber was guilty of this as well, like kind of sorta, because like they had their own slew of problems, but the screening process for drivers was very, very lax, so that allowed psychopaths to basically have their victims come to them, get in their car willingly, and then they can take them, and do whatever.
Oh.
There's some real sick bastards out there.
It's almost like the was it the Craigslist murders too?
Kind of, sort of, yeah, all of that stuff. People have really got to be careful out there.
Oh, yeah.
It is a scary world. Anyway, we also have this Lady Death. This is, oh my god, this is big. What the hell?
Yeah, this is Hurricane Maria right here, 2018. Puerto Rico raises official death toll of the 2017 Hurricane Maria from 64 to 2,979 people.
That's a big difference. What the hell? Somebody was lying about something. They didn't just find almost 3,000 additional bodies just overnight. That reminds me of a certain thing that happened almost 4 years ago in another way.
Well, a certain thing that just happened a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on up to 2019, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson prorogues Parliament. What does prorogue mean, actually? I want to look that up just to understand the meaning of that word. Discontinue a session of Okay, so he discontinued Parliament, suspending it for 5 weeks to limit opposition to a no-deal Brexit, prompting a furious backlash. Wow, he was really abusing his powers. Wow. Yeah,
that was basically what threw him into becoming taken out of being prime minister.
Frickin' British government, man. Wow. Then 2019, climate change activist Greta, how dare you, Thunberg, arrived in New York after sailing across the Atlantic in an emissions-free voyage. But let's not overlook the fact that all of her staff, the camera crew, all of the the people that she pays to do whatever job that she needs them to do, or not herself, but her family, because she's obviously a pawn. They all flew on jets. This was all just a PR move. So, and we also have 2019, a discovery of a 3.8 million year old skull of early human ancestor Australopithecus anamensis, found by Johannes Haile Selassie at Mirodora, Ethiopia, upends previous evolutionary theory published in Journal of Nature.
That's awesome.
And I'm going to take the last 2019 and give the last 4 to you before we close out here. So we have The new Italian coalition government formed of anti-establishment five-star movement and center-left Democratic Party, ousting Matteo Salvini. Anti-establishment movement forms an actual government body. That is kind of scary.
Jeez.
Yeah. But let's get back to you, Alice. This is pretty interesting. I actually want to look this up.
All right, so we have in 2020, the Japanese tech company SkyDrive says it has completed the first manned test flight of a flying car.
Wow. So let's see if I can find it. SkyDrive flying car.
Okay. I'd rather have a person flying it again than like cars I hear out in San Francisco that are robotically ran.
Well, we shouldn't be having flying cars anyway. Like, we have enough problems with them on the ground. Now we're going to put them in a third dimension and allow them to crash into buildings and rain debris upon pedestrians? Oh, hell no. That's not a good idea.
We don't need Harrison Ford flying cars.
Yeah, but this is what it looks like. That's interesting. It's like a hover type thing. It's not really a car. Well, I guess... Huh. Oh, this is the flying car. Why is that so different than this? They are so different. What the hell?
Well, also, like, seriously, like, there's a lot more you have to deal with. Like, helicopters are one of the hardest things to fly in itself. This looks like you're trying to deal with helicopter wings.
Well, this has, like, 4 rotors. It kind of looks like we were talking about, like, how the DeLorean, when it flies, the wheels roll in. Like, this already has just, like, rolled-in wheels that are, like, helicopter blades. But, anyway, we are on the hour, so let's wrap up the last 4, Alice. Let's see here, 2020, where is it? Okay, you got that one. 2021, this one. Here we go.
We have Major League Baseball, Los Angeles Angels pitcher and designated hitter Shohei Ohtani becomes first player in team in history to reach 20 stolen bases and hit 40 home runs in a season.
Wow.
In a 10-2 win over San Diego Padres.
Damn.
That's pretty wicked. That should be highlighted.
Yes.
Even more so.
Yes.
That's wicked. And then we have the most expensive sports memorabilia in 2022. A 1952 Mickey Mantle baseball card sells for $12.6 million at auction.
Holy.
Become the world's most expensive piece of sporting memorabilia.
And probably the world's most expensive piece of cardboard.
Well, it's not technically cardboard, but you know.
Well, Alice, it's literally a card. Like that's cardboard is based off of cards. Like it's yeah, you know, you get it. Like
yeah, I know what you mean.
And then there's this.
We also have in 2022, we have Pakistan appeals for intentional aid as the death toll from the monsoon rain and floods rise over 1,000 people.
Yeah, international aid, not intentional. Oh.
International, I'm sorry.
So rises over 1,000 people of the monsoon. Wow. Oh. Well,
I said international aid.
Yeah. But... anyway, well, sorry that's the last article on you know, kind of.
Unless you want to hear about golfers.
Yeah, let's wrap us up with some golfers. Go for it.
All right, 2022 Tour Champion, Men's Golf, East Lake, GC, Irishman, Rory McIlroy.
Rory McIlroy. That sounds like a future ramen name, if anything.
Yep, he wins $18 million with a one-stroke win over Scotty Scheffler. And I Am Sungjae becomes the 3rd-time winner of the FedEx Cup.
All right.
So someone bought $18 million for golf skill.
Well, you know, thank you for having us read that, because now we are on par with what I'm trying to do with the show. You know, good stuff.
Yep. Now we're on
anyway,
par.
that shall conclude the show. Once again, please check the underbar of the description for any links you may be interested in, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes, you know, our affiliates. Please go give them a link or a look. Yeah, like, you know, check out our social medias, check out our other like video sharing places, all that stuff. For your dose of Advanced Events Daily, we stream every day at 11 in the morning Pacific time. Please disregard what happened today. It's been an interesting couple of weeks. But 11 in the morning Pacific time, which is 12 Mountain, 1 Central.
And 2 p.m. Eastern.
For all of you and all of us, I am Xander.
I am Who is Alice?
And you are you, and until you catch us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles!
Be cool, stay in school. Don't do drugs.